There's sound. Sorry, I'm just thinking. This is a random specific. You're probably an earth sign. Maybe a Taurus. Maybe. You're like feeling very. God, I wish. Let me pull a few more cards and I'll put a link in the description. I'm about to. This is one of those that I took notes for. It doesn't often happen, but I need to paint a story for somebody out there who's going through a very complicated situation where I don't know if I should just. Blackmail came up in another reading, and I can't remember which one because I can't remember anything like that. I'm sorry. If you're like, do you remember the readings you do? No. Do you know who they're for? No, I don't know. It comes and it goes. I can't be like thinking about all this stuff all day, every day, you guys. So, what I'm going to do is keep this very vague for somebody. This is a very complicated situation, it's a sticky situation, but I hope that I can use somebody else's story that's been published on the internet that is not well known, and I'm going to leave the name out of who, but I don't have permission to talk about this. I'm just relaying it as a reader on the internet. Sometimes I learn things right before a reading that has everything to do with it, and I kind of feel like this is the case. So if you're in the music business, listen up. If you are a singer, that's a clue, even if you're not in the business. For somebody, you have been trying to find your true love for a long time, and like you can feel it coming, it's around the corner, and you're right, it is. But there's this kind of sticky situation where I don't know if it is literal blackmail, but there's sabotage here. Somebody's trying to ruin someone else's career. Um, hold on. Someone's trying to ruin someone's career, and they are going to, not just career, public image, ruin their life. Um, you do this, you give me this much money, or everyone's going to know about this, like what you did to me. But it's not to me, it's someone else. It's not the person that think it is. Or let me tell you what happened here. Let me pull some cards. Let me tell you what happened here. And so use this as a metaphor. If you're like, I don't even know who to be angry at or who's behind this, and it's like there is a puppet master here. So if there is someone that, in this case, it was when the Me Too movement was coming up and it was gaining full speed, and it was very necessary, and there was a lot of women, me included, that for the first time were publicly talking about sexual assault. But some of those were not true. Some of them were just for like opportunistic. So something happened to a singer songwriter who is part of an indie band that I won't mention, and he had a kind of a relationship, a quick, he's a rock star or whatever, and he kind of had a quick sexual relationship with someone that was on the crew. It was like someone that was on the road crew, or like affiliated with the road crew. Okay, so if you had like an encounter with someone that has something to do with the business you're in, that's a clue. And then that person felt some type of way about it. He moved on, they moved on. It wasn't anything serious. It's what happens in the business. When you're on the road, it is what it is. Um, I'm not saying it's right, but you can't hate the player, hate the game. It's like you can't really get with someone that's pop star, rock star, traveling musician, and think that it's a serious relationship. But I don't know, maybe this person did. So she was talking about it with a third party, like a therapist or whatever. That therapist, and I'm using like huge finger quotes for that word, huge finger quotes for that word, took it upon themselves in their own spare time. They started creating scenarios where this person was a sexual abuser and like a groomer and a predator. And none of that was true. And the person that went to therapy about him never accused him of that and had no part of it. No part of it. Never gave this other third person any permission to talk about it outside of their little discussion, let alone like write blogs about it and bring it to the attention of who he was about to go get his next job from. So that person like started writing letters to whoever was giving him gigs and getting his gigs canceled and saying this person is a sexual predator. You don't want to work with them. He's and it went from what was the real story, which was, by the way, the accuser, quote unquote, came out to the New York Times because there was a fucking New York Times article about it. And she said, hold on, I took notes on it because I wanted to get this right. And I'll cite my sources here too for the article that I read because I thought it was really good. And this has something to do with one of y'all. So pay attention because I never drew these other cards yet. I'm sorry, I have ADD. Like it's not even funny, but let me show you this here real quick. I thought it was going to be one little note here when I started writing about this. Uh-oh, did I? Blackmail, false accusations, bad advice, or something like that, right? The New Yorker did an article on it. And she said, and I quote, he has never forced me into anything ever. He never forced me into anything ever. He was never violent with me. I felt emotionally damaged, but he had no control over me. That's a quote. Okay, so that's the accuser. So in this situation, if there was someone that felt wronged by you, that's not the person that's blackmailing you, or that's not the person that's behind this, and maybe in fact they don't know anything about it. Like this person had no idea this other person was talking about what she said and making up these other accusations. Like these allegations, even when they're proved wrong, like they ruin lives, you know? Um, so yeah, this other woman, she literally blackmailed him like a little demon, you know, in an email. Hey, send me all this money or everyone's gonna know about all this. And guys like, I didn't know about what now? You know, like what? So if in this scenario you're the guy, right? And there's false accusations or there's a blackmail and you're not sure who it's coming from. Or if it's not that exact scenario, it's like someone from the road crew or someone who knows someone, or it's someone who does the makeup or someone who like does the hair. And a clue would be that, let's see, merchant. A clue would be like if it's not a third party and you know it's someone who's just literally making up stuff and blackmailing you, it's part of their MO. Like it's almost an inside job. Like, how do I say this? Like, if it's a person that does your hair, they would talk more about their hair the whole time. Or if they do wardrobe, it's like they talk more about their wardrobe or what they. I don't know. Is that a bad example? Maybe that's a bad example. But we're talking about a professional opportunist. This is somebody who does this. So it's not personal to you and it can be shut down. Like this was eventually shut down. I heard of all this in the first place because I was trying to find a playlist for Taurus the other day. The singer is a Taurus, I believe. And that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, they are American. And I was like, this band's really good. It's a good songwriter. You know, I looked up who it was and the first thing that popped up was this like sexual allegations that had been proven wrong, but it's still like, why do I have to see that associated with their name when that like he didn't do anything wrong? So maybe for one of you, there is this frustration where this has happened and it's completely false allegations, or you have been wrapped up into somebody else's like blackmail scenario, and the players of this game or the characters of this play are not who they appeared to be in the first place. And another clue would be that they do black magic, or that they're part of a secret society that does dark things, black magic, sacrifice, and that is a part of some of the bigger labels in the music business, whether you like it or not. And sometimes they have like ugh, members of their extended team. So if it is not like the music business, this is an allegory, this is a metaphor, it's not like someone in the office. It's someone that is an extension of the office. Like if this is the music business in this guy's scenario, it was someone that um, was kind of an in between bands, touring musicians, and them being able to access therapy. But it's like the snake in the grass is that person that is supposed to be the one that was trusted. So maybe it's this person that you thought was blackmailing you and it's not them and they had no idea. And if it's not that, it's that it's an extension of, like I was saying, it's a subcontractor of the troupe, the school, the whatever it is that you're a part of. Okay, and if this is not a literal money, this is someone that like threatened, if you're a parent, your child. Oh my God, Lord, have fucking mercy on anyone that threatens your child. If this is you. Or this is like something that maybe you could bring to your parents' attention if you think you're all alone in this. And even if you don't get along, they will help you with that, or they will find legal representation for you, because this needs not just be addressed, it needs to be stricken from the record, and this person needs to go to jail because they are, like I was saying, a complete opportunist, and it has nothing to do, it's like there's all this chaos that's going around these like two people in the first place who have nothing to do at all with this chaos around them, or other people that weren't there have taken up one side or another, and it's become like a war that is completely out of the hands, that was not, is completely unnecessary, not asked for, and based on lies, manipulation, and misinformation. And you're gonna have to put an end to this somehow. Let me find out how. And it's like maybe for someone you were a bit wild in the past and now you found your true mate, or you're about to, like, this is the one, this is loyalty, this is everything that you have ever wanted in love. Is like maybe this person is saying, I'm going to tell your new person what a scumbag you were, or what you did to this person, or something like that. And it's unclear who it is. So it's really time to, if just to get confirmation with clues who you might be dealing with, I'm going to show you what cards I pulled here, first of all. Oh my God, I'm going to spill this all over me. Hold on. And by the way, I realized if I cited my sources too well, y'all would figure out who I was talking about, and I want to do that to our guy because he's had enough problems, it seems like. But it's the focus here of that story, I think, was that it was not the accuser, it was an opportunist who was somehow linked to the industry, to the business. Okay? Um, they might come across as woke or punk, or they have a lot of piercings or tattoos. That's a clue. They might be self-conscious about their weight, and you're like I was saying, like if they do wardrobe, if they do hair, they're like, oh, my hair today, and you're like, who cares? It doesn't matter what their hair looks like, something like that. They could try and sell you something at inappropriate times, or if it's not, God, I almost threw up just now for no reason. Watch your drinks, watch your food. Let's not let this be a Selena situation. Please let this not be a Selena situation. And if you don't know what a Selena situation is, I'm not going to get into it because I already cried too much in readings this week. But she was murdered by someone who was trying to blackmail her, who was supposedly a part of her fan club, supposedly someone that was able to get really close to her in her life, and Selena found out that she was ripping her off. So it could be that someone's selling like bootleg merchandise of yours or stealing your ideas, and they know that you have found out, or they're trying to blackmail you to get away with what they've done to you or what they've lied about. That's a clue. So if that is a clue and that resonates, you really need to make sure that you are letting people know that you feel threatened, and that if there is someone that you know that can make you feel safe somehow, go to them, like I was saying, family, parents, grandparents, auntie, uncle, something like that. But they're going to feel like a mama lion or a mama bear about it and really nip the shit in the bud. Like maybe one of you has a parent that's a little scary, but that's the one you want on your side when something like this is happening, right? Don't be afraid to go to them, swallow your pride. That's for somebody. Get rid of excuses. Let me read this. When the Spanish explorer Cortez landed at Veracruz, the first thing he did was burn his ships. Then he told his men, "You can either fight or you can die." Ooh, burning his ships removed a third alternative: giving up and returning to Spain. Sometimes it takes more creativity to get rid of excuses than it does to come up with the idea. What three factors will make it difficult? There's three people. I don't think you need to do anything that you haven't. Like, keep pushing, don't give up, and don't give in. Don't give up and don't give in. Like that Tom Petty song, "You Won't Back Down." Um, stand you up the gates of hell and you won't back down. But you might need a little help. So get rid of the excuses. Also might be in your head why it might be easier to just let this go or pay them off or walk away. No, that's not happening. Like, you might as well be the hand of God themselves, himself, herself, however you want to look at it, in saying no, um, no, especially if there's like a threat to your child. I think you're gonna threaten my child. R.I.P. R.I.P. to you and you and you and you and however many. I think there's three main ones. Maybe an ex that was scorned, maybe an ex of an ex that was scorned, maybe somebody loves you and wants you, and this is your new person's ex. And you're like, what even the fuck is going on? And you don't even know them. It's because your true love, soulmate union is about to happen, and they were trying to prevent that with black magic and deception. And this is true love. This is lust. This is art. This is you guys coming together in passion, and it can't really be stopped. Like, nothing that's truly yours could be taken away from you. But at this point in time, this is a sticky kind of situation. This is complicated, and it's the elephant in the room, and it needs to be addressed either by you to them or getting to the bottom of exactly who's behind this email, blackmail, letter, because there's a mask here. Someone's pretending to be somebody else. Rest. Maybe the answer will come to you in a dream. Keep a dream journal. Keep creating. If you feel out in the cold, or like you've been lied to, or you don't know who to trust, that was by design. Someone wanted to keep you in the dark. Someone wanted to lie completely about something so that they could take your money. Could it be that evil? Yes. Could it be that base? Yes. This is a professional opportunist. This is a particular person who, and I'm kind of thinking of that MK Ultra thing that is in the music business, where somebody starts to buck and they get taken to therapy and they come out with, big blue contacts and bleached blonde hair and just staring straight ahead. If that's something that happens around you, don't go to therapy. Don't do it. Don't go. Don't let them. Um, it's a kind of a reprogramming situation, but it might be sticky, or it might be the person that you're dealing with is one of the reprogrammers, and that's the extension of your troop or your, say, like your school, your fraternity, your friend group, even maybe your friend group. So it's not personal, kind of. It's just it's the devil. It's the devil has a hand here, but it's the death of this, of that, and a transformation to. Let me pull some cards. Hold on. Um, it's debatable whether or not to use this card in the Crowley deck. This was kind of my, I'm going to learn this Thoth deck, and I decided to use this specifically for one thing. So this card means one thing specifically when it's like this in this other position to me. So I'm not throwing black magic out there to scare anyone. Yeah, there were some snakes that tried to sneak in your garden. There's some snakes trying to sneak in your garden, and it might be some classic misdirection. Look over there. This person, these people, it's like the star killers that have come up in conspiracy circles sometimes. They're ingrained somehow in the entertainment business, or if you're a content creator like on YouTube, they would be like an administrator or someone who connects people, and they are materialistic. Although they pretend not to be, it's obvious that they are, so I don't know why they pretend. Boutiques, shopping. Like, this person would buy a work of art because they knew that it was going to be worth money someday, but then make up this stupid hyperbolic bullshit about it when people visit their house, like it's so deep and they feel it, and really they're just like repeating what was on the ad when they bought it or something like that. It's like somebody who pretends to be like intellectual, like they will give a book review to like a room full of people and have it sound like really intelligent, but really they're just repeating like what they like a review that they read about it or something like that. Or it's literally someone who says yes or no to projects in your group, troop, and they are the connection to this subcontractor connection. I don't know what I'm talking about, you guys. But I guess the clue is they pretend to understand art and they don't, because they don't really have any feelings. They're a narcissist. They're cold. They're a snake. They're a snake. So you're dealing with a snake who likes to do not blood sacrifice. Not blood sacrifice. God damn it. Hold on. What's that? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Like, if anything I said was scary, it's in the past. Just know that all is not as it appears. Okay, so if you're still with me, if you're still hanging on, let me pull some specific cards. I don't like that. I don't like that. So these will be very vague Very vague descriptions, and I'm gonna kind of let you guys say yes or no here. Person that you thought it was, the person that it really is, the person who is helping them. Oh, there was three, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, they got their family all in on it and everything. They got their family all in on it. And they have an evil family. Like maybe they got like an evil, wicked little, dare I say, satanic family. Oh my God. The person that you thought it was, or the person that you were initially dealing with, or one of the two who was like the ground zero for this whole bullshit story with all this stuff that's not even true, that has nothing to do with anything. That person's sad about everything and they feel alone and depressed and they don't know what to do. And it's almost like they're getting blackmailed too. Hold on, is that right? Blackmailing everyone? It's like this person just blackmails everyone. Like that's what they do all day. They just send out blackmail letters. It's like the CIA, you know, they pretend like they're gonna go investigate some stuff, but it's really just to like make videos so they can blackmail the person later. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my God. Maybe this is an ex. Like an ex-wife or an ex-husband, and you're like, why are they doing this to me? And it's not them. And they think you're doing it to them. I don't know. This is some serious, like, Needful Things, Puppet Master, Selena, not scenario here. But I feel like there's two victims here. It's like you and who you thought it was, and then this other person who would be a Virgo or a Capricorn or a Taurus. A clue would be they're very, very stubborn, they're very, very materialistic. They, it's like look at those goats, guys. Look at those goats. Did y'all ever see The Witch? Black Peter? Did y'all see The Witch with Black Peter? I'm getting huge The Witch Black Peter here. I don't want to ruin The Witch if you've never seen it. I love it. Great movie if you love horror. But these little demonic goats. It's like this person talks to these little, there's some, this person's eyes glow blue. Like sometimes you would look in their eyes and it seems like they're glowing wrong. Like there's something not human about it. Yeah, they're into some really, really dark stuff, you guys. It's mm, the evil is strong in this family, and they will break people. They'll take bets like in the family on who could like get someone to kill themselves first or something. A super satanic draconic family. So if you feel like you're up against a lot, it's like this. Who else? Yeah, they don't want this getting out. Maybe that's why I feel like my hearing just went out and my throat swole up. I woke up this morning feeling like I got beat in the head with a baseball bat last night in my sleep, you guys. I feel like I got beat up. So if you feel that way, that's them. That's this group. But everything's about to be, it's like almost like you're, hold on. What's this? Almost like if you two came together, that would be the ultimate gag of it all. That would be the ultimate gag. No one would be able to say anything if you two like sat together and were just like, we're not letting this happen. You're getting messed with. I'm getting messed with. Who's really behind this here? So it's going to be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, or someone who is into the dark arts. They are into, okay, you guys, walk-ins. Um, Maybe this person is like, I'm a walk-in, or they talk about Walk-ins, if you don't know what that is, you're probably a normal person in the normal world. But it's like a term in the new age alien community where an alien comes in and trades places with someone and they take over and they live the rest of their life for them because sir or madam, that is demonic possession. That is demonic possession. That is a no. That is not okay. That is a no. Oh. So this is a kind of family that would summon actual demons. Trick other people into doing it, but them themselves, they know what they're doing. Something like that. Where am I at? 30 minutes? Let me do some more clues here. Who is the person that you would never expect? What's clues about that? Clues about that. Because there's something that... Is it that you don't know them at all? Or is it that you would never suspect? Which one is it? Fuck. It's that you would never suspect, and it's someone that you've been like really kind to or something. It's someone that it should not be. It's someone that it should not be. Like in the Selena situation, it's uh-oh. Hey, 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 hey. I wish I knew how to set the camera up so you could see my face right now. Hey, hello. Hi, SOS. Walker here, talking to you. Okay, I'm doing it. It was. Do you guys ever watch the Tyler Tarot channel where he's like, "Hey, nope, listen to me." Like that's this right now. This is important. This person or these people, they would rather kill you than let this come out that they're the ones that are behind this whole thing, and you are not letting that happen. It's like if you pay them off, they're still gonna kill you anyway. If they say, pay me all this money or this information's gonna come out, it's like that you pay them all that money and it comes out anyway and your career is... But here's the thing is, your career's not gonna be ruined though. It might be different. Like it might never be the same as it was. Like it might be that somebody looks up your name and there's still this article about it or something, but you're not gonna let these little ankle biting fleas set y'all up. And it's almost like the satanic thing, or if they can, the needful things where the devil will have one person who has nothing to do with someone else break their window with the apples. And they're having a problem, with the neighbor next door who has an apple tree. And so that person says, "Ooh, it's that bitch with the fucking apples again," right? And she, throws a brick through the window, and the brick says something specific that someone, and then pretty soon, if you don't know needful things, it's a Stephen King book. See, that went upside down. This is not happening. This is not happening. So don't worry. But these devils would have the entire time fighting, that a really good time turning everyone on each other, watching everyone fight, kill each other off, and then they reap the benefits. Then they profit. Then they profit. And many museums here with a mom in reverse there with what to do. So yeah, maybe one of you has a parent or a mom that is this is funny. So it's like you're one or two of your parents are out like flying a kite, like mentally you think like go fly a kite, like go outside, you wild creature. Like this person doesn't know how to be. They don't understand the business that you're in, or they don't know how to wear a suit, or I don't even know what. Like they're wild. Like you feel like you're going to the zoo anytime you talk to them. But that person's gonna be able to help you and cut the head off the snake here and get to the bottom of something, because how? Why? Ooh, because they got that fire. Because they got that fire. It's like your dad happens to be Odin and your mom happens to be Freya or something like that. She's gonna come in with a chariot, pulled by cats in the sky and drop some godly truth on the world, or some godly bombs that just smashes this entire thing. Just this whole operation is about to get swept up and swatted away. But first of all, you need to kind of get clear with the fact that this is a complicated situation, in that you've been tricked, or that you're both kind of being blackmailed. And it's an extension of something. It's someone who knows someone, or they are doing bootleg versions of your stuff, or they are repeating your information like it's theirs. But on a soul, universal, galactic, dare I say, level, it's trying to prevent you and your soulmate from coming together. Like, maybe these people think they're doing it for money, but the ultimate puppet masters are, the kind of, I don't want to say any names or anything, but the puppet masters are puppets themselves. The puppets above them are using them and their greed and their narcissism to attack you and your future soulmate, because it's obviously big time God goddess consort energy here, obviously, or they wouldn't go to all this trouble. Why you? Why not someone else? It was like that guy. And I looked him up and I heard his songs, and he seemed like a really nice person to me. Like, he seemed like someone who would tell the truth. Someone who maybe is clairvoyant and sees through bullshit, and maybe that was a threat. And by way of this middleman who was sort of part of the industry, who was supposedly a mental health professional, that's a clue. If it's not that, it's literally hire a private investigator so that you can be completely clear on who's following you, or who's taping you, or who's blackmailing you, who's behind this. Because someone's setting someone else up to take the fall, or your reaction, or something like that. And if you were a bit wild in the past, there's nothing wrong with admitting that. And it might not, if you want to be the president of the United States, it's, if you got a kind of a questionable past, it doesn't even matter anymore in the United States, does it? But I don't think it's about that. I think that it's just your good name. Like, respect is everything to you. Loyalty is everything to you. So maybe you are an earth sign yourself. And I don't think you're stubborn, though. Maybe you're a Virgo. I don't know. But this isn't going down like they think it is. So it's basically like they are the catalyst for the devil, and you are the catalyst for God, for the angels. So keep the high road. Stay alert. Know that beyond this sticky, complicated situation is your true love and everything you've ever wanted. So you win, they lose, everyone goes to jail, everything comes out into the light, everyone's vindicated who needs to be vindicated, and it's almost like an entire underground mafia of these leeches, fleas, whatever you want to call them. Its whole operation's getting shut down. So big pat on the back for being, you kind of had to have a big boss energy even when you felt like you were being kicked in the head. And you did that, or you're going to do that. So if this hasn't happened yet this week, be prepared for some stupid bullshit, and know that you're going to handle it like the boss that you are. And if you're the boss, you might have come from an even bigger boss. The apple don't fall far from the tree. And maybe it feels like you're at the zoo when you're talking to them, but they got big mama bear energy. I see like a tiger pacing back and forth, just threaten my baby. I fucking dare you, threaten my baby, threaten my child, threaten my something. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. So you have help at your disposal, you just have to ask. Because the gods are on your side here, even if nobody's perfect. And that does not give someone else the right, who has nothing to do with you or anything really you never did. For some of you, there's no truth to this. So it will be easy to prove, but you might have to take it to a court of law. That might be embarrassing. We're tasked to get over our embarrassment, in this life, in this world. And so if there's anything that you have to do besides staying alert, austere, and paying attention, it's that. And you can do that, whoever you are. You're very talented. You're very gifted. And you have someone out there that is your perfect someone. And there's something else that wanted your money or wanted their money or wanted what y'all are about to make together. And they can't have it. And if there is someone around you that's into hoodoo, voodoo, I'm an alien, I'm a walk-in, like I was saying, sir or madam, that is demonic possession. You can run and tell that, okay? That's not okay. Here or anywhere else. That's not spirituality. That's something else. So watch out for that. If you're still with me and there's something else that you need me to say with all the shopping and the boutiques and the Fillmore Street, look, boutique again. Don't spend your money right now and don't pay this off. They don't get your money, but also like Chanel doesn't get your money right now because it's not going to make it any better. And if this is something like, ooh, if they're just so basic and stupid, like it's, I don't know, a sex worker that's like, I'm going to tell everyone that we were together if you don't buy me Louboutin. Fuck you, bitch, no. No. No, just no. Okay. It's like a terrorist. They're like a low key, like mafioso terrorist behind this. Maybe they're very beautiful, or they just have that appearance of, I'm the one, I'm the guy you go to for this, or I'm the one that connects this and that. If you want a job here, but then they're sabotaging everything, whether or not you pay them off. Like, that's the mafia. And then if you find out about it, what, they're going to kill you off or have their little, no, that's not going down here. It's just not going down. What's going to happen to them? It's like, this is not even a choice at all for you. What you need to do is rest. You can't buy your way out of this. You can't retail therapy your way out of this. And if you feel sick to your stomach about a therapist that your group or troop or business or I don't know what, like, manager is trying to send you to, listen to your intuition, please. It's really important for you to stand up for yourself as far as not letting anyone near you that makes you feel physically sick or icky, like you have to take a bath afterwards. Please pay attention to that. The wheel, they're going to get their karma. You stay doing the right thing. Walk the line. It's already done. It's a wrap. Like, I'm doing this. I wish you could see my face. I don't know how to set the camera up so you can see me, but it's like I'm doing that thing across the throat. That's what they wanted to do to you. That's what's going to be done to them. They were a catalyst for the devil. You're a catalyst for the angels. It's a wrap. Fuck that. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. I'm going to leave it there. So not worried about you. You're going to be able to see it too, by the way. You're going to be able to see who it is and look them in the face and say, aha. Huh. You. Et tu, Brute. Even maybe. Professional opportunists. They're about to get theirs. Rest. Keep doing your art. Stay focused. Don't let the frustration and the anger or even the embarrassment, if you didn't even do anything wrong and you just get embarrassed easily because you're a sensitive person, just make, lemonade out of lemons with that situation. The double-edged sword being, it makes you stronger, a little more resilient, a little less likely to be embarrassed, and therefore a little stronger. You have more defense system. If you can say, yeah, well, I had relations with the sex worker, it's okay. What's wrong with that? If that's what you believe. And if it's nothing like that, if you didn't do anything, you're going to maintain your innocence and you're going to say it as many times as you have to. You're not going to say, no, ignore them. Like, I have people that say stupid, evil, malicious things about me all the time, and I was like a secret cheerleader for them in their lives the whole time, and they were like a secret demon to me in mine. And when people talk about, like, I know there's other people on YouTube to say bad things about me, by the way, that are not true, and I'm not going to say ignore them, because I feel like that's more like there may be some truth to it. I'm going to say pay very close attention to who's saying what about me and what they're saying. Pay close attention. It might what they're saying. So that could be you. So if you have people that are like, "What's going on with this?" It's like, don't say no, ignore it. Say pay close attention. Get everyone's attention. Say this is not true. This is what's happening, and it could be you next, guys. So let's work on this together. If it's not that, it's go to that parent that makes you feel like it's feeding time at the zoo, because sometimes you need a tiger. Sometimes you need the zoo. And it's at your disposal. So walk the line, do the right thing, stay honest, and know that you will be deposited, and your deposit will be filled again. So if something was stolen from you already, you'll get it back. If there was a situation where you kind of went along with it, you'll get it back. You will be made whole again, and it will be revealed. So if you don't know yet, you will soon. Don't pay him off. Ask for help if you need to. Your true love is waiting on the other side of that little briar patch, okay? Okay. I'm gonna let this go. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. And I hope that was helpful for someone, because I have no idea what I just said. So feel free to give a thumbs up if you can relate, or comment below, or give it a thumbs down if it was the dumbest thing you ever heard. But yeah, this is the world we live in. No one's gonna punk you. Not you. Not you. Not this time. You got too much backup, whether you see it or not, okay? Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you for the next one, okay? Bye-bye.